Welcome back. Energy generation remains a contentious issue globally, whether the conversation is around cleaner energy or finding new energy sources. Now, Eskom says it could soon be the largest clean energy power provider on the continent. Eskom Chair Mteto Nyati spoke to Newzroom Afrika's Arabile Gumede at the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland.
One thing that has certainly come about is that the interesting conversations could be around everything from energy right through to understanding what the next frontier is. What does clean energy pretty much look like, and how do we fix things when it comes to South Africa's message to who else to speak to? None other than the chairman of Eskom, that is Mteto Nyati, who joins us now. Baba Nyati, thank you so much for the time. Really, really appreciate it. If we were to really try to find, you and your team have worked so hard, and I mean, obviously we all speak about Eskom as much as possible, but there's so many other elements to it. If you would please share those, because there's everything from leadership, cooperation, finding the right strategies in place as well. Maybe we can unpack those very quickly.
Yes. You know, Arabile, over the past 3 years or so, our big focus has been energy security. I would say that is largely behind us now. You know, we should not be seeing load shedding. So what the board, together with the executive management, is doing is to be looking at the future. How do we position Eskom in such a way that it can be a catalyst for the industrialization of our country? Everybody talks about the beneficiation of minerals. But at the core of that, if you do not have energy that is affordable, you are not going to be able to do that beneficiation, you know. So we need to be thinking about, everybody again talks about our coal fleet being old. How do we make sure that we continue to leverage the assets that we have for the longest of time, so that we do not add any more cost into the equation? To do all of that, we've got internal capability within Eskom, but some of these capabilities we'll find from partners, technology partners. It is in this environment where we are having those kind of discussions. Discussions around partnership with entities like ourselves in other geographies, whether it's in China or in Japan and elsewhere, where we can work together, we can learn and they can learn from us. Help us drive down the costs. You know, we look at ways and means of making sure that the assets that we have can serve us for the longest of time. So that's the kind of discussion that we're having.
I'm interested in finding out whether that means that the sustainability thereof would be beyond coal, because that's always been a discussion point too. Do you have to look beyond that now?
We have to look beyond coal. I mean, coal is just one component of what we do, but we need to be thinking nuclear, we need to be thinking gas, because gas is being used globally as a transition form of energy. So if you move from coal, you use gas. It is slightly more expensive, but it certainly provides that load, base load capability.
When do we move to that?
I would say that by 2030, we should already be having gas in South Africa. And we need to be moving and moving very quickly. And then, of course, we announced that we are going to be having, we have Eskom Green. Eskom Green, we're talking there, things like wind, talking about solar. But we are sitting right now, Arabile, we're sitting with a situation where we've got excess capacity in South Africa. We need to be thinking beyond South Africa. How do we support the countries around South Africa?
The big concern would be from some people that, is it not too early to be exporting, especially when we've just had our own issues with power? Let's just wait until we all secure, etc.
No, we shouldn't, because the issue is that if you are not, if it's like you are wasting, you are producing energy, you are not selling it, so you have to dump it. So that's wasteful. So you have to produce and sell, and then you use that money to reinvest back into new things.
Mteto Nyati, the chair then of Eskom, as we continue to just find more solutions, more ways to ensure the energy security in South Africa, with of course so many other permutations at play. For Channel 405 Newzroom Afrika, my name is Arabile Gumede.